What's going on, guys? Jordan here. Welcome back to more modded Subnautica. And today, at least for the time being, until she decides to take off, we have a special guest here. We've got Olivia with us. Say hi, Olivia.
Hi.
Alright, so yeah, so today's video, we're actually going to focus on fixing the reactor on the Aurora, so then we can build our base and put a rebreather on without worrying about radiation damage. But first things first, I'm full here. I grabbed a bunch of my stuff. I made a new locker, so I am just going to zip over real quick to where I'm building my base, so I can drop this stuff off, make sure I have all the tools I need, and yeah, it looks like I've got all the tools, and then we'll go over and we'll fix the reactor on the Aurora. But first, actually, let's check this new message.
This is Officer Keen in Light Pod 19. The captain is gone. I have assumed command. The last thing the captain did was give me coordinates for dry land. We regroup 1.5 kilometers southwest of the crash site. Stay together and good luck. This message will now repeat.
Rendezvous coordinates corrupted. Transmission origin coordinates downloaded. Signal location uploaded to
Okay. So that's just going to take us to, I believe that takes us to the floating island. I think that's the dry land they found. We already know where that is, and so we'll worry about that when we need to go there for the habitat, because I still haven't gotten that stupid thing. We keep getting sidetracked, keep having other things that come up. But hey, we got the sea moth, which is awesome. That's going to save us a lot of time traveling back and forth. And we got all the tools. So we are ready. We can finally fix the Aurora, and then we can safely build our base without losing oxygen super fast or taking radiation damage. So let me just zip over to the base real quick and drop this crap off, and then we'll fix the Aurora. So I'll be right back with you guys as soon as we're over there. Alright guys, so we made it back. I unloaded everything into the base, well, into the new locker that almost everything. We've still got the mobile vehicle bay on us, because it's just too big, and I don't want to let it go here and just leave it, because then I might risk losing it again, which has happened before. But I don't have any extra batteries or anything, but I know from previous playthroughs that you do come across quite a few on the Aurora. So let's just double check here. I've got the propulsion cannon, which we'll need. We've got the laser cutter, the repair tool, and we don't need the habitat builder. Get out of here. Okay. Oh good, and there's the LifePod 17 broadcast. So that's on there. So let's actually just give that a quick last broadcast location. So we're gonna quickly just give that a changeover and make it uniform with the rest of our stuff, and then we're going to turn it off because we don't need it just now. Alright, so off to the Aurora. Let's just kind of get up to the top here, and of course it's nighttime now. Seems fitting. Alright, so that's where we want to go, just up there. So I'll make my way over there and I'll see you guys when we get there. Alright guys, so we're approaching the front of the Aurora now. Now anybody who's ever kind of deterred from going over here, especially early on and they haven't gotten used to things because of the Leviathan, you don't really have to worry. You can sneak into the ship right here, right near the edge, and you really don't even have to worry about coming close to the Reaper Leviathan at all. And then this is where we want to be, right here. So I've never seen, now maybe it's possible, but I've never seen the Reaper Leviathan actually come into this part. So it's not really something that I would worry about too much. And of course we can fling these things out of the way now, because they're just a pain. We can fling things at them. Or we could, you know, get attacked by them too. That is also an option. Really? Get out of here. There. Yeah. Okay, these things are just getting on my nerves. It's a little bit easier when it's not dark out. Now I'm wasting all my propulsion cannon on these stupid things. So I guess I don't really have to... I could just... Yeah, I could just drop it. I don't have to fling it. That'll save me a little bit of battery power. Like I said, you do get a lot of batteries in here though, so it's not too big of a problem. It usually even gives you your things like fire extinguishers when you need them. So you don't have to worry about bringing that kind of stuff with you. Alright, so let's put this fire out and get in there. Make sure you get all of the fire, because sometimes there's little bits of fire that are left over. There we go. Alright, and of course I've got... My flashlight is just my Sea Glide. Hair in my mouth. Yeah, we just use the Sea Glide for a flashlight instead of having an extra thing with us. Alright, so we can go through here. And there are things in here what we want. So this gives us lab access. This is actually the code, yeah. 6483, that's the code to that door over here. And we do actually want to get in here. 6483, I believe is what I just said. 6483. There we go. And that's going to allow us to open this door and scan the good stuff inside. We could also pick up some of these items as well, but I'm not going to do that. Don't need the disinfected water. You can still hear the Reaper Leviathan outside. Okay, so yeah, I don't want to pick these up just now because they take up a lot of space. But if we do want more things like decoration pieces like this, we can come back in and grab those later. We've got another PDA here. So this is what can we learn from the hive mind of Strader 4. That's Olivia's fire parrot. So that's not really important right now. So I just want to take a... I feel like I didn't look around good enough in here the first time. And let's download this. So there's the repulsion cannon. So that essentially turns the propulsion cannon into...
Corruption was detected on your PDA. Your technology blueprints have been updated.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, it just basically is a version of the propulsion cannon that just shoots things. It doesn't suck things up. Which can oftentimes be a little more useful, depending. Okay, so I want to keep looking through here. Feel like there's still more. Oh, and we've got another message. Oh, I almost forgot to get oxygen. Oh, that's right. So yeah, this actually just takes us around this way. So I don't know if that has to be unlocked for that to be unlocked though. Okay, so I think that's all that's in here. Again, if we really want to, we can come back later and see if there's more stuff. But for now, let's move on. And we can use our laser cutter for the first time to cut through this door. Alright. We got ourselves a nice little hole here. Let's pull out our Sea Glide so we can kind of see what we're doing. Now this, I can't remember what we got here. Is this the... Oh, this is the Aurora black box data. So this just kind of, just goes through like a checklist, step by a point form list of what happened before the Aurora crashed. It's kind of a cool thing if you wanted to look into reading it or whatever. So that's where we came through. You know, I don't know that there's anything else in this room. I feel like the first time I came through here, I didn't look as thoroughly as I could have, but maybe like during my first playthrough. Can't quite remember. So alright, we're good on oxygen, so let's kind of dive down into here. We've got 27% battery on this thing left. So that should be enough to get us through where we have to go. I don't think there is any actual pieces down here. Any boxes with batteries or anything like that. There was this, but I don't think there's anything inside of it. No. You could even... No, we can't even use the propulsion cannon on it. Okay. So we will just kind of keep on weaving our way through all these pipes. And I believe we could actually get the prawn suit in here as well. Yeah, we can. We've got all the pieces of the prawn suit available to scan in here. So let's do that while we're here so we can build it. So that's a fragment. I'm assuming that's also a fragment. Yeah, that's also a fragment. That's, yeah, and then there's 2 more fragments. And what is, oh, that's nothing. And those are fragments up there behind the fire, which we can get momentarily. So let's just get out of here though. Alright. So we could repair that to go up there. And let's see if we can, oh wait, what's in here? Is it a, oh, it's a power cell. We'll take the power cell for sure. So yeah, we can go up there and scan that. Well, we already actually grabbed the black box, so alright, so let's scan this piece here. Let's scan, alright, cool. We got the prawn suit. That was easy enough. So we can build that at some point, but we don't quite need it just now. Alright, so this is, we're going to need the propulsion cannon again. Just kind of move everything out of the way here. Yeah, dropping things is much more efficient on the battery and just flinging them all out of the way. But the shorter we can hold it, the better, because then we don't have to worry about still wasting battery. Okay. So I feel like I had more light last time I was here as well, but I could be wrong. So in here I did want to also come fairly empty because there's a lot of good stuff in here that again it would just save time not having to come back to grab it all. And I'm not talking about the water and stuff, I'm talking about the posters that you get. Mostly the posters, honestly. Now you know what I never checked? Oh, oh yeah, there we go. Let me check if there's anything in here. This one's not going to move. Oh, yeah, there it goes. I always wondered that I was seeing some boxes in the. Let's get the fire extinguisher out. I saw some boxes inside, in the ocean that were upside down and stuff, and it made me wonder if maybe there was actually stuff underneath them. You know what I mean? The ones that are tipped upside down. If maybe they could have things hiding inside. Okay, so I'm just gonna put some of this fire out and see if I can get some of these items. Alright guys, so I've finished exploring all the cabins over here, and I got all the cool items. So we've got the posters, we've got the action or the toy or whatever, and the miniature of the Aurora. So now that we've got all that, we'll be able to add that to our base once we finally have it built and make things look a little bit nicer. And now we can move on with the rest of this place. So next thing we want to do is repair this panel over here. And that's going to allow us to continue on into the rest of the ship. So let's go ahead and pull out our repair tool. Give that a quick repair, and then we should be able to go into the locker room. That's what this is, right? Yep. And we've got more fire. So I don't need to worry about that fire anyways. I used up all my the fire extinguisher, so if we need more, we'll have to find it later. So what's in here? Oh, another battery. Cool. How many of those have we gotten so far? I've got like 4 batteries. That's good. Free batteries are nice. I'll take free batteries. Okay, so let's get some light up in here. More water. There's lots of food and water in here, which again, we don't need anymore. But I will continue to pick up batteries. I don't need any first aid. Okay. Let's do a quick peek around. Now I don't know how much stuff there is in here that I could miss. I think it's mostly just the stuff in the lockers. Food and batteries and stuff like that. Oh, we do have a PDA here. Auxiliary mission orders. Right, so this is the orders. That basically just explains the fact that the Aurora got a little side mission to find and possibly rescue the crew of the Delgassi, which was the other ship that got shot down here. Oh, it is going. Okay, I thought it wasn't going. So yeah, that's all that is. It kind of explains that mission. And I'm sure if you want to know more about that, you could look that up and read it for yourself, but we won't read it here. Let's cut this door open and make our way through. Alright, so I want to save. Oh, actually, I have tons of batteries, so it's not really too much of a worry. Now it's funny. There's a piece of the engine for the Cyclops in here, but I think I already found all 3 pieces outside. Or maybe I only found 1 or 2. I don't remember. But I know I'm already closer to the Cyclops engine than I was last time. Last time it took a little bit of time to actually find the last piece of the engine. I had to do some searching, and I found them all right away here. Okay, so if we go up here, actually I'm pretty sure this is the other way in. If we go up this way, this will actually take us around to how we got in the first time. I'm just going to give that a close so it's easier to see. That's why the light shining in my face. We've got another PDA here. What's this one? Just more info on Altera and the Aurora and stuff like that. There's a lot of information and stuff on this thing. None of it's super relevant. If you don't already know the codes to get into the doors, then a lot of that's on these PDAs, like the cabin in the cabins and stuff. The captain's cabin, and I can't remember. I think it was cabin number 1 that needs a code. So this, I believe. Oh, we can't open that. I know there was a way out here, but that didn't hurt as much as it seemed like it was. That's good. Okay. So that's, yeah, I think this was mostly just the way in from above. And I don't know that we can actually get out this way. I think we have to open the door from the other side. This is probably going to hurt too. That's alright. They give us lots of med packs in here, so I mean, if I need to find one and use it, then I can just do that. But we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to move on. So that's the Seamoth Bay. That's the drive room. That's where we want to go, I think, if I remember correctly. In here we've got another battery. So let's check this room out first. We'll give this panel a quick repair, and then we'll go through here and see what we find in the Seamoth Bay. Which I thought, I mean, they must have more than one Seamoth Bay. Maybe it's on the other side. I just remember that, oh, that's just going to give us some, yeah, we don't need that. VR Sweet Log. Bay 1, Bay 2. So there must be another section of the bay, because I remember one of the, oh, what's this? I didn't know I could take that. Oh, sweet. I didn't know that was there. That's awesome. That saves us a lot of time. Yeah, one of the PDAs from the life pod said they almost got crushed by the Seamoth Bay. So that must be a second bay or something, or I don't know. But maybe it's on the other side of that door that's missing. Okay, so that's what we got in there. Great. I love that. So this, I believe, is the correct way to get to the drive core. I'm just going through it. Just a quick go through. Okay. So here we'll also get a piece of, this is the engine efficiency for the Cyclops. And now we'll just go through and fix all these breaches. Oh, I scanned that. I didn't know you could scan it. That's funny. No, we want to repair them all. We want to go through and repair all these breaches. Alright guys, so we went ahead and fixed all of the reactors. Sounds like everything's back up and running for the, well, not up and running, but you know, the drive cores have been fixed. So I can't remember if there was, I thought I found something up here last time that made it worth coming up here to see, but maybe I was wrong other than the fire. I just wanted to come up and take a look anyways before we head out. Okay, so it looks like that's everything. Alright, so we fixed that up. Alright, so now let's get out of here and get back to, well, I mean, I think I'll go back to the life pod because I've got no space for all this stuff in my, yeah, I don't have space for all of this. I'll be able to apply that though. Yeah, I don't have any space in my lockers for that. So we'll go back to the life pod, drop this stuff off, and then next time we'll be able to go finally get the habitat. I'm just going to run through that. And we'll just pop that in ourselves before we go. Okay, so I'm going to make my way back to the Seamoth, and I'll see you guys then. Alright, so we're back at our life pod now. And so we can go ahead and just dump all of this, all these fun things that we got. We got all sorts of posters. We've got tons of batteries. We've got a power cell. We don't need to carry this around with us, and I'll go quickly throw that depth module into the Seamoth, which is such a good find. I'm glad I got that. And where are the mods? Right here. The upgrades are right here. So as you can see, we haven't actually been able to see this yet, but you did see it down here at the bar when I was in the Seamoth. I still had 12 slots available, and we have 12 mod slots available now from one of our mods. So you could theoretically have all the mods that don't stack, the single use mods, in here, and then load this thing up with storage or whatever. Yeah, and we could also, there's new mods that we got for it as well. So there's actually 2 different mods that allow us to, one gives us a drill arm and one gives us a grabby arm to pick things up in the Seamoth, just like with the prawn suit. So if we're, you know, going through some areas that we don't have to worry about taking too much damage, but we want to do some drilling, the Seamoth is probably actually a quicker option for that. But the prawn suit's obviously the best option when it comes to areas where we're going to take a lot of damage. But other than that, so now we can go down 300 meters with this, which is nice. But yeah, so next episode, we'll finally be able to go get our multi-purpose room over at the floating island, which is right... No, the sun. I think the sun is glaring over our cloud, but that's, I'm pretty sure, where we're going right there. You can see it better from the top of this thing, actually. So there's Mountain Island. Yep, there it is right there. So that's where the floating island is. So we're gonna go there next episode, and we're gonna get our multi-purpose room, and finally we'll be able to build our base. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.